Welcome back for another Anime and Beyond episode review. I'm Noah.
I'm Devin.
And today we are reviewing a very serious My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 6.
Pretty intense.
I'm not gonna lie.
He almost shed a tear.
I almost shed a tear. I was trying to hold it back. And it was like, you know when it builds up and you're like, it's like almost there, but you stop it? Dude, I got so mad.
He's tearing up right
they're
now.
watering up right now just thinking, dude, I don't even want to smile at this. Like, Overhaul looked cool the whole time. But now, dude, he's such a villain now. I'm mad.
Hey, but it makes him a good villain, though.
It makes him a good villain. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
You know what
I know what you mean.
Because, like, this is the dynamic. Like, this is what makes things, like, interesting. You get people soaked into
It's
stuff.
true. I mean, it's Overhaul. Oh, One for All. I mean...
Overhaul.
Messing up now. All for One was a villain. And you when you walked in, you felt his presence.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like a crazy dark type of villain.
And that's the thing. So you see that dynamic.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So all for One he was bad. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But he, like, for example, Shigaraki, he was trying to help Shigaraki in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you see Overhaul, he's more of like using people for his own benefit.
Yeah.
Like strictly for his, like, it's very apparent.
And there was a little bit of that in choosing Shigaraki as a successor because he knew that was All Might's mentor's grandson, whatever.
Yeah.
But he didn't hurt him.
Yeah.
He did. We didn't ever see him hurt him. We saw him just. Well, he didn't discipline him, but he just let him do whatever. We let Shigaraki do whatever he wanted to.
He even said like I'm counting on you, like
yeah.
You, like.
But you're definitely right. Like he could have chose anybody, but he chose Shigaraki for a specific reason. But he was cool with Shigaraki. Him and Shigaraki were okay. He took care of Shigaraki.
Mm-hmm.
He gave him things. He gave him advice. He let Shigaraki find his own way. Edie, she has everything in the world, it looks like, except for freedom.
Yeah.
We saw the toys. We saw her big room, but
yeah, you see at the very end, she's like, oh, dude, that part almost got me.
Right.
But when you know what I'm talking about.
Say it.
There's a part where she's sleeping laying down in her bed, and she's thinking about Midoriya the whole time and saying, I've never felt that before. I was like,
that was sad.
She was like, those were genuine. He was like, those were genuine, and like actually, it's like I've never realized like the words that he was saying, everything was true. Like it was meaningful, and she was crying, and then I was like, bro, what the heck?
That was sad, and then also right when the door opened, and she defended herself.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, golly, it's just. But it also reminded me of Tanjiro kind of. Yeah. I mean, Midoriya's always been kind, but it kind of reminds me of Tanjiro, how like he's always like even to the villains.
Yeah.
He's always kind.
Oh, I mean, to his sister, it's like don't touch my sister. On that note, we see that in the hero meeting, Fat Gum brings up that he found DNA within those needles. Like I said, red, like blood cells, whatever, something like that. And so then that connects to what Night Eye found with Midoriya and Mirio when they encountered Eri and Overhaul. And then they kind of connect the dots between Eri and her and the needle, and they're like, okay, well, they're using the needle, like they're using her to put her powers in the needle to shoot at people. So basically, she's being used. Mm-hmm. She's being used for Overhaul's plan to disable everyone's quirk.
Yeah.
And that's sick.
When we first came across Eri, I thought maybe the whole thing that Overhaul was doing was just like getting a needle, taking out some blood, and then somehow putting them in a bullet. But now when they described his ability where you can both like disassemble and reassemble alchemy, when you can do that to someone, to anything, it makes it sound like he's touching her, using his quirk to destroy her body, and then put it together. I mean, he could be doing it to blood, so it's not as wrong.
Maybe he can manipulate it.
Like maybe he's just touching the blood and turning it into a bullet. But in my mind, when he described that, and whenever like everybody's reactions, it just made it seem like he's literally touching her, destroying her body, and then going, okay, here's a new bullet.
Yeah.
And it was just, dude, that was very, very upsetting.
Now, I'm wondering, there's still some something unclear to me at least,
Mm-hmm.
which is the fact that the guy stabs himself.
That's a totally different drug.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was a totally different drug. They mentioned how it's in the U.S. too, but the one in the U.S. lasts for like more hours.
Okay, so that was a new one.
Yeah, it's just a cheap drug.
It
that's
looked
going across Japan.
okay. I was like, that looks similar to that bullet, and I was like, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that explains that. So because of that, their findings, Midoriya, because I mean he was right there, and so was Mirio right there to save Eri. They felt destroyed, and they're like, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, I mean, Eri was within literally like Midoriya's grasp, like in his arm, in his arms, and he feel like he failed, and so both of them feel like failures the whole time. Then you see Mr. Aizawa talk to him, and he tells him, you know, cheer up, you know, just look at it. Like he basically gives him a different perspective. Like just because that she's taken by Overhaul doesn't mean she's like done for. She's a goner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's hope. No, so you know, it kind of gives them both hope, and you kind of see them come back to life in a sense.
Yeah.
But you can't help but feel their pain when they're like, you know what I'm saying? You're right there. I don't know if you've ever been like right there to save someone, and just to find out their story that they're being abused and persecuted and stuff, and just like, dang.
Yeah, and
And he's like, I let them go. Like I was there. I could have saved them.
the interesting thing to me, and I mean it makes sense, but also
It does make sense.
It's still interesting. Midoriya and Mirio both had the same response.
Yeah.
Midoriya, he gets sad when he can't help people all the time. I mean, Midoriya just wants to always help people.
Yeah. Mirio is more like he thinks like, what are the precautions? Like if I do this, you know, what's gonna happen? He like kind of thinks it through.
And he said before he wants to save 1 million people.
Yeah.
And he's always happy, always happy. And they mentioned Tamaki and the other friend said, we always see you happy. And you're like this. He obeyed the rules, and he found out that that's not always the right way.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of makes me happy that he doesn't just act like Sir Night-Eye and the whole way where he's like, you know what, it's you guys, we gotta do better next time. We gotta do better. We found out what we want, but he's responding the same way Midoriya is, almost as if he was the one who literally was told to let her go.
Yeah.
Let her go. Cut. I mean, it's a different guilt on each person, kind of, because one, like you told Midoriya, kind of in a way, no, we're not gonna save her. We're protecting our lives. We don't know, he could have killed us.
Yeah.
But I'm still glad that he didn't just respond like, dang, man, you know, oh well, we'll get it next time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm happy that he's mad. I'm happy that they're both mad.
Yeah. Because you think that that's going to push them to like actually commit to saving her.
I feel like it's going to push him to maybe pushing past his mindset of, I'm just going to save 1 million. Because, like, I can save 1 million if I strategically do this and have a plan for the future.
Yeah.
You know, like Sir Night-Eye, we can't all pull an All Might.
Yeah.
But if you see someone in need and you just help them, that's like more the All Might's method, not the Sir Night-Eye method. And I think Mirio can actually save more people by doing that way. He's got the power. He's strong enough.
So to add to that, we see the next episode how they're going to investigate more about like what they're gonna do to rescue Eri, and so it looks like they're laying low. They're gonna be laying low and checking out. Like, I don't. It looks like they're just checking it. They're like, it looks like one of them's in a coffee shop or something like that, sitting down to read a newspaper, and then you see Night-Eye looking over a corner, something like that. But I think they're just kind of trying to lay low. But thing is, we see, I think they even talked about like Overhaul, so they discussed like how Overhaul was about to leave to go to a car, and they were already investigating before when they were talking about in the meeting.
Yeah.
And Overhaul knew that that he was being followed by them, and so like if they're gonna be doing that, I think they really, 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 really need to lay low. Like, and I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking Night-Eye should possibly come in and use his little fortune teller power. I mean, just to see,
to make sure they don't get caught.
Well, yeah. I mean, because I think that would be helpful to help them know, like, okay, be aware of this. Don't go here. Go over here. You know?
Yeah. And I guess it all comes down to Overhaul had a lot of he had all his like guys, his like main henchmen with him. So I don't know what their quirks were. Maybe the other smaller level guys don't have those kind of people with that quirk around them. I assume one of the guys that was with Overhaul had like an ability to jam signals or to maybe like a mirage send someone fall somewhere else, just to keep Overhaul safe. Because that's, I mean, they literally threw their bodies in front of Shigaraki to protect Overhaul.
Thank y'all for watching and supporting our channel once again. Don't forget to check out our social media accounts. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts about this episode review.
Don't forget to follow our friends on YouTube as well. Their links are in the description, also on our channel page. You have Dre Fizzle and Clammy for gaming, Rich Aladdin for short films, and Teray Today for vlogs.
That's it. I'm Devin.
I'm Noah.
We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.